Hi student, I want to share with you now some past presentation for you to check before start making a video. Like this first video, you can still make a good presentation with just recording your laptop screen like the one here. Please check.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessie and today we'll be talking about a Renaissance artist called Giotto. As you can see, this is Giotto. Giotto di Bondo, known anonymously as Giotto and Latinized as Giottus, was an Italian painter and architect from Florence during the late Middle Ages. He worked during the Gothic, Proto-Renaissance period. Giotto's contemporary, the banker and chronicler Giovanni Villani, wrote that Giotto was the most sovereign master of painting in his time, who drew all of his figures and their postures according to nature, and of his publicly recognized talent and excellence. In his lives of the most excellent painters, sculptors, and architects, Giorgio Vasari described Giotto as making a decisive break with the prevalent Byzantine style, as initiating the great art of painting as we know today.
It's okay if you're doing solo. Like this student, if you have a good camera to record your laptop screen, yeah, why not? Secondly, only if your spoken English is good, your pronunciation is crispy clear, no grammatical error whatsoever, and that's about it. But again, yeah, you will score in your intonation and vocabulary, but your use of media marks will be less. So try to use computer apps or software in the market today. So it's free for basic usage. All you need to do is to spend a little bit of time to learn the basic functions. In less than a week, you're set to go, trust me. Okay, the second video is using PowerPoint. You can insert your video with sound in every slide you choose. And there is an option of a button that you can toggle the video playback in each slide. So let's check this video.
1959, a gold leaf murals by Elvers, two structural constellations was engraved in the lobby of the Corning Glass building in Manhattan.
Hi, my name is Safura, so I will be taking over the next slides. So the reality of color. A color has many phases and one color can be made to appear as two different colors. Here, it is almost unbelievable that the left small and the right small squares are part of the same paper strip.
Joseph Albers is best known for his seminal homage to the Square series of the 1950s and 60s, which focused on the simplification of form and the interplay of shape and color. Abstraction is real, probably more real than nature.
The third video is a podcast style video. This style is very, ever so popular now, like YouTube live broadcasting interview session where you can discuss on certain topic out of spontaneity with no time limit. Usually both interviewers and the interviewees must at least know very well the topic they're discussing about. So this is trendy, this is very trendy, very impromptu and quite entertaining. But you must put a timer on each slide so that it is not too draggy and out of topics, So check this out.
Artist, and I purposely called Divya to choose the artist. So when she gave me the artist name, I do the research Ooh, and I found a lot of things about this person. Shall we look at it? Shall we?
Yes.
Come, come.
Bye. Tada! Wasilewicz Kandinsky. I don't know how to pronounce.
Neither do I. I just call it Kandinsky. Wasily Kandinsky. Oh, this guy is a very, very special person. I was shocked when you tell me, when I searched about this person. So, okay, this guy is a really inspiring person. Has a really, really sad life, actually. So let's start when he was born. So, oh my god. The music is so random.
Yeah.
I wonder what was he thinking when he paint and listened to the music.
I think he wasn't thinking at all. He just followed the music.
But yeah, at least he had to think something.
I think I feel very inspired by him. I feel very inspired because he uses music to do his art and he put a lot of meaning towards his art all.
So you will inspire, you want to did the same arts, inspire the same thing by him, isn't it?
Yeah, I think now I just want to listen to music and just like do.
Yeah.
And lastly, some not so good example. Just look at this.
Introduction, the magnetic study. The magnetic study, also known as the Israel study, the Israel study on the return study of magnetic. This study is a large scientific study erected by the essence attack Bahalo and Manhattan 3 letter Bahalo magnetic region of 1230 BC to 3 BC, and he covered inscriptions on this study. Next. Inscriptions contain the content of inscriptions memory, the victory of an important battle of Bahana Buddha, in which the entire army defended the Limbo and Miswest two Limyet, three and their military ally. The last two lines of the inscriptions mission betray previous battle in Kenya. Bahana Maidon Buddha came in the inscriptions there. He defeated Escalon, a Philistine city-state in Kenya, the city of Kenya, Yano, Israel, and other ethnic groups.
You must understand that proficiency is important. I don't mind if you make a short presentation interesting rather than a long, boring word by word read from the text kind of presentation. Okay? But when you start, your very first paragraph will determine whether your viewer, which is me, will stick on till the last slide, or they, me again, will switch off right after you utter your very first few sentences. Okay? So tip number 1. Know your topic well. Do internal meeting among members to discuss on the subject. Check on the spelling if any one of you are not sure of the pronunciation. So communicate with your group members. Tip number 2. Do dry run. So please, best to do is to do some trial or mock-up presentation in a few times before you do your final recording. So if not, I will know that you don't know what you are presenting. Meaning here is like you're reading an age-old Arab scripture, with perfect pronunciation and intonation, but you don't know what the heck you are reading, right? That's sad. So tip number 3, which is the last one, is meet up to discuss. So be a leader. And oh yeah, you need to appoint a leader. the one that can call for a meeting and delegate equally the tasks among group member. So at least one of you must be tech savvy to explore, how presentation app works. Anyone actually can be tech savvy. Yeah, I guess that's all for now on the updates for your first presentation. Take care, guys, and yeah, have a blast. See you again.